Hey everyone, so I've been meaning to record a follow-up to the course, and I wanted to first say thank you to everybody who has commented, liked, subscribed to the videos. It's been a huge response, which I'm super happy with, and I can't thank you guys enough. Now, somebody did bring to my attention that the SwitchCam script that I use, and I honestly can't live without, no longer works in Maya 2024. It actually will immediately cause a crash. So I'd kind of given the script to a buddy of mine to try and figure it out. And while he was working on it, I was kind of just screwing around in Maya, and I kind of figured out a workaround. So I wanted to share that with you guys right away. I still do plan to record a follow-up to the class, just kind of updating some things that I think are out of date, things like that. So that is coming. But yeah, until then, let's dive right in and take a look at how to fix SwitchCam in Maya. So here I am in Maya 2024. I really haven't used it yet, so there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to want to set up today. But first, let's try and get this SwitchCam thing working. Let's hit a new scene. I already had a scene open, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now, you want to make sure when you're using scripts that you put your scripts in your Documents Maya and then the version year and then your scripts folder. So you see there that I have SwitchCam in there. If you already have Maya loaded when you're doing that, you're going to want to type the word rehash into your mel command area there. So let's just go ahead and hit that. That just basically resources the scripts folder. But let's try and run SwitchCam from here. So the command again is switch capital C cam space, not underscore, and then the number 1. And you'll notice Maya has stopped working. We've got basically a crash happening here. So let me boot Maya back up and let's figure out a workaround. So here we are back in Maya. You can see my crash scene is there. Let me go ahead and open a new scene. So the first thing I noticed in here was this view cube. Now the view cube is something that's been in Maya for a while, and typically it's the first thing that I turn off just because I find it kind of annoying. But I noticed there's this little drop down in here. And as I go to a side camera here and I go to this drop down, notice that there is a switch to orthographic view. So if I hit that, I'm now looking at the right side there. So as I toggle back, notice that I'm switching around. This is basically what the SwitchCam script does. So what I wanted to do was figure out a way to make a hotkey out of that. So I couldn't really figure out what the command was called just by looking at the script editor. But when I do look at the script editor and turn on Echo All Commands, you notice that when I perform that action in here, that there is this command that happens. And it's the same command every time, which means what we can do is use that command to make a runtime command and make a hotkey out of it. So let me just go ahead and copy that, and let's go to our Windows Settings Preferences Hotkey Editor and create a new runtime command for that. So in here I'm going to go to this Runtime Command Editor tab. This is just like when you load SwitchCam and you want to make a hotkey out of SwitchCam. I'm going to hit New, and I'm going to call this SwitchCam Maya. And I'm really happy that they've incorporated this into Maya and that I no longer have to rely on this script. It's actually something that just lives in here. Let's go ahead and paste that in here. Description, and I'm just going to put persp to ortho. Just kind of a description there. And let's go ahead and hit Save Runtime Command. So you'll see that that has been saved there. Now over here, I just want to start typing switch, and there you see my SwitchCam Maya. And I'm just going to set it to the same hotkey as I set my SwitchCam to, so that way I can always remember it. And I'm already used to hitting that button, so we're all good. I'm just going to hit Alt-C. I'll get that error that this is going to, oh, I've already assigned this to something else. This is when I was actually attempting to find the command. You'll notice there is a camera mode orthographic command in here if you search for it. So I was trying to figure it out, but this is the way to actually go. So let's hit yes. Let's hit save and close. Close the script editor. And now I am switch camming just like I used to. So really happy to have found that solution. While I'm in here, I'm going to just go ahead and hide the view cube. As I said, I don't really like the view cube, so I'm just going to go ahead and hide it. And now my SwitchCam still works. I'm back in business in Maya 2024. There's a couple other things I want to set up here in Maya 2024, just some basic preference stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. The first thing is going to be autosave, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Files, projects, autosave, enable. I'm going to limit the number to 5, and let's set the interval to 30 minutes. This 10 minutes is a little too frequent for me, so let's hit save there. The other thing, I don't really like the dark gray background, so I'm going to hit Alt-B to change it to the light gray. And you can cycle through the different ones. Some people like the gradient one. I really like the light gray, so I'm going to go with that. So last thing I want to set up is my grid. Since I am American, I'm not used to metric, so I'm going to set it up to represent feet. So let's go to display grid and go to the options. I'm basically going to have grid lines every 30.48 units and maybe 2 subdivisions. We'll just leave 1 subdivision. So length and width, I want to basically do 20 feet. So I'm going to double that number and move the decimal. So I'll end up with 609.6 and hit apply. And now I've got a grid that is in feet. So I'll go ahead and hit apply and close. And when I create my polycube, you'll see that it represents 1 centimeter. I still like to work in centimeters. I just have no kind of basis for understanding centimeters. I know I need to get used to it, but that's something for another day. So that's basically that. I'm really happy that I figured this out because SwitchCam is something that is vital to my workflow at this point. I can't imagine not using it. So this will allow me to use it in Maya 2024 and take advantage of some of the new features in 2024. We've got new retopology tools, a sort of Boolean stack similar to Live Boolean and ZBrush, which I'm very excited about trying. Now I have a great reason to work more in 2024. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for all the positive response to the class. And again, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Happy modeling.